Hi everyone, please subscribe my YouTube channel new more videos. My wife's text hit like a bomb. Found your Reddit posts, I'm revolted, we're finished. I responded, I respect your choice. Then I let her find out which account was actually funding her medical school. The desperate text started when her tuition payment failed. I'm James, 31, a guy married to Jessica, 29 for 4 years. She's in her 3rd year of med school. I'm a software developer pulling in a decent $95K annually, nothing wild. When Jess got accepted into med school, we were over the moon. It was her dream since high school. The issue: she didn't qualify for much financial aid. Her parents' income looked too high on paper, but they refused to chip in. You're married now, her dad said. That's your husband's responsibility. Fine. I've been covering her $58K yearly tuition plus our living expenses since she can't work. My entire paycheck basically keeps us afloat and funds her education. What Jess doesn't know, I freelance. A lot. Nights, weekends, whenever I can. That cash goes into a separate account that pays her tuition directly. She assumes it comes from my regular salary because I manage our finances. She never asked for specifics, just trusted I'd handle it. Those freelance gigs, I talk about them on Reddit. Coding forums, freelance groups, sometimes just venting about tough clients or late-night debugging. Nothing shady, just work talk and the odd meme. 3 days ago, I woke up to Jess's text. Found your Reddit account, I'm sickened. You're always whining about supporting me and boasting about money. We're done. Staying with Miranda. I checked my recent posts. One was about a horrible client. Another about wrapping a project at 4 a.m. One was a joke about being married to med school debt. I texted back, I respect your choice. Then I stopped the next tuition payment from the freelance account. Update 1. Jess went silent for 18 hours. Then her friend Miranda called. What did you do to Jess? She's crying, saying you're financially controlling. She'd read my Reddit posts and decided we were over. I respected her call. You're being petty. Petty, she's leaving me over posts about work stress. She saw you griping about supporting her. One joke about med school debt in 4 years of posts. You should apologize. For what? Having a Reddit account? Miranda hung up, but I knew what was coming. Jess's tuition was due in 3 days, $29K for the semester. The auto payment I'd set up, canceled, day 2. Jess sent a long text about how disappointed she was in my attitude and how I clearly didn't value her career. She needed space to rethink our marriage but might consider therapy if I showed growth. I replied, got it. Take all the time you need. Day 3, 8 a.m. Jess called for the first time. The bursar's office says my payment bounced. Oh, the tuition, that's odd, it's showing insufficient funds. Can you check the account? Which one? Our checking, that account never had $29K in it. Jess, silence. What do you mean? My salary's $95K. After taxes, that's about $70K. Rent's $24K a year. Utilities, groceries, car payments, insurance were at $65K in expenses. You think I paid your tuition with the leftover $5K. But you've been paying it. I was, from my freelance account. The work I posted about on Reddit, the work that revolted you. I didn't know. You never asked. 4 years, Jess, you never once asked how I managed. Update 2. Panic set in fast. Jess called 17 times in an hour. Texts flooded in. We need to talk. This is crazy. You can't do this. I have exams. Please pick up. I'll lose my spot if I don't pay. Are you serious? Then Miranda texted. You're destroying her life over Reddit posts. She'll lose 3 years of school. How can you be so heartless? I replied once. She ended our marriage over Reddit posts about the job funding her school. Choices have consequences. Then Jess's mom, Catherine, called. She's spoken to me maybe twice in 4 years. What's this about you withholding tuition money? Jess ended our marriage. I'm not paying for my ex-wife's education. You're not divorced yet? She said we're done. I'm honoring that. This is manipulation. This is consequences. She can get loans like everyone else. She's 3 years in. The debt will be massive. Should have thought of that before leaving the guy paying for it. Catherine ranted about duty and being a man. I hung up. 4 hours before the payment deadline, Jess showed up at our apartment. I was working from home. She still had her key. We need to talk. Okay. I overreacted about Reddit. Okay. Can you make the payment? No, I'll lose my spot. Look into emergency loans then. James, please. I'm sorry. Sorry for what? For overreacting. You said I revolted you. You ended our marriage over Reddit posts. I was upset, and I'm respecting your choice. She started crying. You don't get it. If I don't pay, I'm out. 3 years gone. I'll owe $140K with nothing to show. Sounds like your problem. How can you be so cruel? How could you be so ungrateful? 4 years, Jess. 4 years of 80-hour weeks. Day job plus freelancing. No vacations, no gaming, no friends. Every spare hour went to your dream, and you tossed it because I joked about it online. I didn't know you were freelancing. You never asked. Never asked how we afforded it, where the money came from, nothing, just expected it to appear. She broke down completely. Please, I'm begging, I'll come back, we can fix this. Oh, now you want to fix it. When tuition's due? That's not. Leave your key when you go. Update 3. Jess didn't make the payment. Her parents did, taking out a home equity loan. Catherine called me every name in the book, said I was a sorry excuse for a man, and showed my true colors. Jess moved in with them and started posting on social media about surviving financial control and escaping a toxic marriage. Her friends ate it up. Stay strong, queen. You deserve better. He sounds like a narcissist. My friend Trevor sent me screenshots. Dude, she's calling you a financial abuser. Let her, I have proof. And I did every payment. 3 years of tuition, $174K total, plus living expenses. All documented. I didn't post anything. Yet. Then Jess made a mistake. She filed for spousal support, demanding $3K a month because she was used to a certain lifestyle and I'd controlled the finances. My lawyer, Brian, laughed when he saw it. She wants support after leaving you over Reddit posts? Yup. And you paid her tuition the whole time? Every cent, here's the proof. Brian grinned. This'll be fun. We countered, asking for half the tuition I'd paid during marriage, $87K, since I'd solely funded her education. Her lawyer called Brian within an hour. This is absurd. Brian put him on speaker. Your client ended the marriage. My client was bankrolling her education. That support's gone. And we think educational costs during marriage should be split evenly. She's a student who chose to end the marriage over a small dispute. She said she was revolted and done. That's not small, they argued. Her lawyer offered to drop the support claim if we dropped the reimbursement. No deal, Brian said, but we'll take a clean divorce. No support either way. She keeps her debt going forward. We call it even. They agreed. But Jess wasn't done. Update 4. 2 weeks into separation, American Express called. Fraud department. Sir, we're seeing unusual activity on your authorized user card. Jess had gone wild, $8K in 2 days. Designer clothes, spa days, fancy dinners, all on the card I'd added her to years ago. Cancel it. Want to dispute charges? Every charge after our separation date. That could be fraud if she's still legally your wife. She ended our marriage via text. I have it in writing. They froze the card and started an investigation. Jess called hours later. Did you cancel my card? My card? You were an authorized user. I needed essentials. Louis Vuitton is essential. I'm going through a tough time. The tough time you created. She hung up and posted online again, claiming I was trying to make her homeless and deny her basic needs. This time I clapped back, posted my side with proof. Since folks are curious about my financial control, here's the truth. Paid $174K for med school tuition. Covered 100% of living expenses for 4 years. Worked 80-hour weeks to make it happen. She ended the marriage over my Reddit posts about work stress. Now wants $3K a month support as a student. Just tried to charge $8K in luxury goods on my card. Who's controlling whom? Attached every receipt, payment, and screenshot. The narrative flipped. Her friends went silent. My phone blew up with support. Best part. A current med student commented, "Wait, someone paid your whole tuition and you left them over Reddit posts? Girl, you fumbled a free ride over memes. I'm $200K in debt and you had it paid cash." Jess's social media went private hours later. Update 5. Divorce talks got spicy. Jess's parents were now covering her tuition but made it clear it was a loan, not a gift. She'd owe them everything post-residency. Her lawyer reached out. My client wants to discuss reconciliation. Hard no. She's open to therapy. Still no. This is throwing away a 4-year marriage. She threw it away. I'm not picking it up. Then the med school called, financial aid office. Mr. Peterson, we're updating Jessica Peterson's aid application records. We're divorcing. Yes, we know, but we need to verify the change in finances. What? With your income gone, she qualifies for need-based aid. But we need to confirm your past payments. All $174K. Yes, wait, $174K. Our records show payments from JTEC Consulting, LLC. That's my freelance company. Oh, we thought it was a private lender. This changes things. If a spouse's business paid directly without loan documentation, the IRS might see it as gifted income. Gifted income. If it wasn't structured as a loan, Jess could owe taxes on it. Potentially $50, $60K in back taxes. I called Brian. We need to talk taxes. He was thrilled. This is leverage. I don't want to ruin her. No, but she needs to know before making more demands, we told her lawyer. Catherine left a screaming voicemail within an hour. You set her up. You knew this would happen. You've destroyed her life. No, I hadn't planned it. I'm just a coder who wanted to support his wife's dreams. Catherine didn't care. Update 6. Jess asked for a meeting, just us, no lawyers. I agreed but recorded it, legal in our state with one-party consent. She looked worn out. Stress, weight loss, dark circles, the works. I screwed up. Yeah, I didn't know about the freelancing. I didn't know you were killing yourself for my school, because you never asked. I was stressed. Med school's brutal. And working 2 jobs wasn't? Miranda showed me your Reddit posts. You sounded bitter. I was exhausted. There's a difference. The debt joke was in a coding forum about why I took so many freelance gigs, she cried. I ruined everything. Yes, can we fix it? No, you loved me once. I loved who I thought you were. Someone who'd value sacrifice. Someone who'd ask how we paid for things. Someone who wouldn't end a marriage over anonymous posts. I want to come back. To me or the financial safety net? That's not fair. Neither was calling me revolting. She showed me her loan papers, $187K from her parents, plus $140K from undergrad. I'll owe over $300K when I graduate. That's normal for med school. But I had it paid for, no debt, and I threw it away. Can you help with the tax issue? Why would I? Because you loved me once? That love paid for 3 years of med school. That account's closed. She sobbed harder. I'll do anything. Sign the divorce papers, clean break, no claims on future earnings, no support, done. She signed that day, final update. The divorce finalized 2 months ago. Jess is in residency now, $320K in debt. Her parents charge her interest on their loan. She matched with an internal medicine program in another state, not the dermatology she wanted. Dermatology's competitive and financial stress plus slipping grades didn't help. She texted me last week. Saw you got promoted to senior architect. Congrats. I didn't reply. My freelance business is thriving. Without tuition pressure, I pick clients carefully. Took a vacation last month, first in 4 years. Her friends, Miranda included, tried guilting me. She made one mistake. You ruined her life over pride. No, she ruined her life over Reddit posts. I just stopped cleaning up her mess. Brian told me Jess dated another med student briefly. He dumped her when he learned she left someone who paid her full tuition over social media posts. It's now a cautionary tale at her school. Don't pull a Peterson means fumbling a golden opportunity. The tax issue. She's on an IRS payment plan, adding $60K to her debt with penalties and interest. Catherine still sends hateful messages. I block each new number. Jess's dad, Richard, called to apologize last month. You were a good husband, she didn't see it. Too late. We're charging her 6% interest on the loan. Your call. She says you were financially controlling. I paid for her dream. She ended it over memes. You decide who was controlling. He hung up quietly. I'm dating someone new, a software engineer who asks about my work, appreciates when I cover dinner and laughs at my Reddit posts. She earns her own money and doesn't expect me to burn out with overtime. Funny thing, Jess still lurks on my Reddit. She accidentally liked a post from her throwaway account. Classic forgot to switch accounts move. It was about being debt-free and planning early retirement now that I'm not covering double expenses. She deleted her account after that. Life's great now. My only regret, not spotting her entitlement sooner. But $174K's a small price to learn someone's true colors, right? At least that's what I tell myself when I check my investments, and see I'd be halfway to retirement if I'd kept that money. Still, peace is priceless, and man, I've got peace in spades now.